Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to yet another video, and today we are going to be checking out the Bungie reveal stream for the brand new expansion that comes on May 8th called the Warmind. Now obviously I'm very excited for this. I haven't been to the Bungie Summit. I don't know anything about this expansion, and I'm kind of going into this blind with you guys, so I'll be reacting to it and showing you guys my commentary. This isn't going to be the full reveal. If you guys want to watch that, go to Bungie's past broadcasts on Twitch. It's an hour long. You can watch that instead. This is more about my commentary and my reaction to it. I'll be talking a lot of the video, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, a like rating would be very much appreciated. Let's get right into it. I love how we're already at 80,000 viewers. Oh my goodness, it's crazy how quickly the community flips from like dead game, nobody plays it, to like everyone's super excited and hyped for like a DLC reveal. It's crazy. It's one of the most bipolar communities by far. And listen, I'm no like exclusion from that. I'm definitely super bipolar with this game as well. But anyways, I'm excited to see what this stream has to reveal for us. If you guys are excited as well, drop a like on the video and comment down below. What do you think before we get into it? What's your prediction? Rate it out of 10. Do you think it's gonna be like a 5? Do you think it's gonna be an 8? Who knows? So yeah, here we go. Am I in the best quality possible? 720p. Okay, that's what we're stuck with, ladies and gents. Here we go. The guys on the left look like they're so under pressure, like the way their hands are there, they look like robots. It's pretty funny. They're just like, we can't screw this one up, boys.
We have Evan nKuch from Bungie.
Hey.
And we have Brent Gibson from Vicarious Visions.
Hello.
Okay, so really quickly, the two guys on the left, they just talked about their job description very quickly. Essentially what it is they're the managers, and they kind of like oversee all the different studios and employees and make sure everybody's on the same page so that Warmind is one cohesive product. Let's see how many people are watching, because we're kind of in like the thick of things right now. We got about 95,000. Honestly, that's fairly low for a Bungie stream. I remember times where there was like 300,000 people watching a Bungie stream, but I get it, man. Curse of Osiris and D2 were not fan favorites. Definitely not. I just took in that with the launch of Warmind, there's going to be Crucible rankings. That's so hype. Honestly, that's the one thing I think I'm most excited for. If they did it correctly, then it could be pretty awesome.
We have a new endgame activity called Escalation Protocol that we'll cover more later today. We want to challenge players.
Yo,
raid layer.
Boom, 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 boom.
In,
for those of you in my comments yesterday that said that Escalation Protocol was a patrol, you're wrong. It's a new endgame activity. So yo, we just got confirmation. It looks like Escalation Protocol is a horde mode. So instead of just having Nightfall and raid, we now have one more. Looks like it's a horde mode. I'm hyped.
Careful challenging our community.
Think of this like the equivalent of what we got in House of Wolves. We got Prison of Elders, right? That was like a big new endgame activity. This is probably going to be similar in size and in you know how it's presented and stuff like that. But we'll get into the details and probably the gameplay pretty soon. It's so weird seeing the Mars landscape with snow on it. It doesn't look like it matches at all. And oh, Witch's Ritual. That looks like a brand new public event. Wait, I'm so confused. He said something about the public event being like an escalation. Did he mean Escalation Protocol? So is the end game a public event? I'm confused, man. We're gonna have to see. Oh, cool. They're introducing Anna Bray. That is a character that we've never seen before.
During our adventures,
hopefully it's not like the Osiris and Curse of Osiris. We didn't really see too much of him. I would have liked to see him more fleshed out. So we'll see. Oh, she's gonna be our vendor and stuff too. Yo, that's pretty cool because we didn't get to see Osiris, and you get to pull your ghost on Mars. That's very interesting. Ooh, we get an Anna Bray prologue. This should be interesting.
Guardians aren't supposed to investigate their past. That's the rule. But I'm not good with rules. Not when there's this much at stake.
Yeah, this looks very cool. I'm trying to get rid of this.
Spray tech in that building
there we go.
Allowed us to colonize the system during the Golden Age. They sought to create peace for all humanity, which is ironic Because they also built
Honestly,
Rasputin,
I already like
the
this
single
character
most
so
powerful
much.
weapon in the solar system. Either way, it's all been entombed on Mars since the collapse, along with something far more terrifying.
Like the voice acting and the enthusiasm, the character already looks so much better than 90% of the characters we have in Destiny. I just hope they deliver in the campaign, man. I really do. Because this looks fucking badass, not gonna lie. Sorry for cussing. Okay, true. Anna Bray got some skills. Now, it is important to note, she's a hunter, okay? So if you're a warlock or titan, you automatically can't like her. It's simple, man. You gotta be a hunter. Sorry. She's got a schnapp or two in her hands. Man. Insanity. I will say this, not as impressive of a prologue compared to Curse of Osiris. Curse of Osiris was sick. We saw Osiris inside of inside the Vault of Glass and stuff. That was a cooler one, but this wasn't bad at all. So every week for 5 weeks, there's different bosses. So 5 different bosses in total. Reminds me a lot of Court of Oryx. I'm hoping a ton that it's just as challenging as Court of Oryx, because that was such a blast when we first played that.
It feels a lot to me like Fourth Horseman in some ways, which was one of my favorite weapons from D1. But
Oh,
it's kinda cool
no.
You melee to
All
trigger.
credibility has been lost from this gentleman. He just said the Fourth Horseman's his favorite weapon from D1.
We have a sniper rifle.
I'm sorry, that's just too funny. How could the Fourth Horseman be your favorite weapon? Oh man. Thank God. Okay, so there's one armor set from this activity specifically that you can only get from here, which is nice. We need armor sets that are specific to events and stuff like that. And hopefully it's tough to get, right? That would be awesome. Oh, cool. Looks like some interesting mechanics. You got to stand inside the summoning circle, shoot some like ritual stones. You got to pick up a relic. A lot of oh, it's a sword.
What do we got here?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well,
It's the OG sword from Crota's End.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm excited.
Yeah, so
I'm
what else
officially
we got
excited
here?
from this
Yeah,
event.
so
Look at
there are
that.
these shadow rifts that spawn.
Who
And,
would
you have
who
to
would have
take those back,
expected
or
that, man?
the Hive aren't going to be drawn to the
I
tower.
cannot wait to use that weapon. It's
Times
gonna
they
bring back
expire.
so many
when you go to
memories.
take those
massive
Oh,
majors
here we
that
go, the
are,
super.
like high difficulty targets. There's 3 of them.
That was a great
This
super.
isn't just about to the activity.
Okay, so this looks like the boss for the level 2
things like melting
final
point, or
wave.
even tether as they're using now.
Yeah, so they
are gonna
took
play
out that
pretty
boss and that
critical,
automatically
especially
ended it.
later waves.
And
So when we've been playing,
now that they're done with level 2, as you guys can see, it says activate next
before the
incursion
playtest
site. So they have to go over to another part of the map to start level 3. So very, very interesting. Looks like we're gonna have to do a fair bit of running, fair bit of you know, fighting different enemies, different bosses. So it looks pretty cool so far.
Yeah.
Okay, they're going to summon a weapon.
Alright,
Too good.
here
Yo,
we go. And
yo, that's lit.
This is the Valkyrie.
It looks like a broomstick, bro. It looks like Harry Potter's broomstick. Oh, that's cool, dude. That is sick. It looks like a javelin that you can
It only lasts a short amount of time.
yeah, it doesn't last very long, but it looks like a javelin that you can spike in the floor and stuff. Looks very cool.
For the wave comes out.
Oh, so that's interesting. So they'll drop some sort of like, I forgot what it's called. I think it was armory coats, and you can go up to those armory stations and you can summon that weapon whenever you need it during the event. So similar concept to, you know, stuff like the flaming hammers from Iron Banner, and I should say flaming battle axe, and of course the scorch cannon as well.
Have your sword.
Private matches and Crucible ranks coming to everybody. You don't need to buy this expansion for it.
All players are going to be invited
Ooh.
to Crucible ranks.
Mars
You're gonna
looks
have a
like a
choice of 2 ranks.
big map,
which really
a big
dictates, like,
destination
how
on the
you're gonna
map.
play and how,
I wonder why that is, because it
investments
didn't
you're
look
gonna
like a
make
very
in
big big
so
area at all.
the
Outlaw,
1-2
okay,
attack,
Outlaw's
It
good.
refreshes.
Precision
every
kills
10
greatly
seconds.
decreased
No
reload time.
cooldown.
What about the other perk? Come on.
And Desperado
Reloading while Outlaw is active
synergistic
increases
with
your
it.
rate of
So
fire.
Reloading while Outlaw is active is going to increase your rate of fire.
Ooh,
But
that's
unlike other rate of
dirty.
fire
That's a
perks,
dirty
which make it
combo.
best, this one
So
does
this is
not
going to be a
lower
pretty
your
OP
impact,
weapon. They're basically
which means
telling
you're
us
still
right
getting
now,
the
like, hey,
crispy
this
3
weapon,
burst,
you
you're
need to
just
get
getting
it
faster.
during Season 3.
Fitting,
Private matches looks essentially the
people's
exact same. You
preferences,
can
so
choose the map, you can
we've
choose
done
the game
things like
type, the
shootout
match time, the match score, and
stuff like
respawn
that, so
time.
that they're more focused on
Not
doing
custom games. This is just bare bones
So today,
private
we're gonna be
matches,
playing one
like
of the two
always,
maps,
like we saw in D1
one of
that
those
is.
maps
That's a cool detail, actually. I'll give Bungie props for that. So the Warmind DLC maps are going to be available to anyone if you're just playing the playlist. Let's say you don't own Warmind, you'll still be able to play the Crucible playlist and get those maps and play on them, which is awesome. But if you're trying to go into private match and play with your friends, you won't be able to play those maps because you don't have the expansion. Still, definitely a good change. I mean, it just welcomes more people, I would think. It's so hard to judge if a weapon's good or not while watching somebody use it, because you don't know, like, no offense to anybody who's playing. I don't know who I'm even watching. I don't know if this is Kevin or the other guy, but it just, like, look at these shots, you know what I mean? Like, you just can't tell if a weapon's OP or not because it could be a potato play, you know what I mean? Like, and that's, again, no offense, it's hard to tell when you're watching gameplay. So when someone says something's OP, or when someone, you know, doesn't look very good with a weapon, it could be amazing, or it could be terrible, you never know. Okay, so very quick recap, guys, for the Crucible ranks. The quick play playlist is getting a Valor rank. That's what it's called. That you cannot drop in that rank. It's like a typical Call of Duty ranking system where you just level up as you win matches, and I think you even get some XP when you play matches. But when you lose, again, it doesn't go down. It keeps going up. Once you reach the cap, you can kind of prestige and get back to the very bottom, and repeat this process over and over and over for more like tokens and rewards that you can hand in for gear. Now, in the competitive playlist, on the other hand, there's something called the glory system, and I believe that is one where if you win, it goes up, if you lose, it goes down, and it's a lot more tough, right? It's a rank that's for the competitive playlist, because that's where people are going to be super sweaty, apparently.
It's going to pay off. Blind firing, high risk reward.
And I am really excited to see what kind of montage material we can
Nice, get the trip. Oh, someone robbed the triple.
Bounce shots, like shooting at the
And that's interesting as well. They're talking about the hard light, and what they're saying is that when you're bouncing the projectiles off walls and it hits somebody, you're doing double damage. That sounds like the most insane up close and personal weapon of all time, because if someone's like right in front of you or like not far from you, you can just shoot the projectiles off the ground and do double damage. That sounds like a weapon I want to get my hands on.
Not bad.
There we go. So
Sidearm looks pretty good.
Bullet, which means he can get a 2-shot kill if he doesn't miss. So how this one is going to work
is it always
Sturm and
active?
Drang are paired weapons. There it is.
That lasted a really long time. This may be like the best weapon.
You're just so awesome. You're so bored with yourself.
That honestly, this may be the best weapon in the game. You get 1 kill with the sidearm. Oh, why is it loading? Okay, there we go. You get 1 kill with the sidearm, switch to the hand cannon, and it's a 2-tap. No matter what, it's a 2-tap.
Functionality with Sturm is that any overloaded round, so Sturm has.
So look, he has Sturm overcharged, and it looked like it.
12 to 20.
Oh, he missed the headshot. Still powerful though. Still very powerful. This is probably going to be very similar to Curse of Osiris in terms of how long the story is. The pattern of the story where we meet our NPC, she's fighting alongside us like Osiris was. It's going to be very similar, I think. But this is going to have... It's going to feel better than Curse of Osiris because they're adding in all these extra features like private matches and rank play and this like escalation protocol horde mode and tons of other things like the emote wheel. So this one's going to feel more significant than Curse of Osiris, but in terms of content, honestly, it's probably going to be very similar in size and quality as well. So that's going to do it for the video though, guys. They're just showing the prologue once again. I'm going to cut away here in a second. And I want to say thank you all very much for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm very interested to see what you guys think of all this and your opinions. And yeah, subscribe for more daily Destiny and Fortnite content. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you all later. Peace.